Hello and welcome to the prenatal home-based video. My name is Tamika Reese and I'll be your guide through this virtual visit. On this visit we will cover two activities because this week is a double visit. We'll also cover the parent-centered development and we'll follow up with the family well-being. All right, let's get started. So remember, last week we started off with a song, and our song was Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So it's important for your child to hear your voice starting in the womb. So I want you to get in a comfortable position. It could be on your couch, in your bed, sitting at the table, and just sing the words of the song to your baby. So let's sing. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. All right, so that's just a song that you can sing to your child, and it doesn't have to be that song. You can find another song, any other nursery rhyme that you want to sing to your baby, as so they can start hearing your voice and getting familiar with the different sounds of the home. So our book reading for today's visit is You Are My Sunshine. So this is a very good book, kind of like a social and emotional, to kind of tie you to give you that emotional connection to your child. Hearing these words, even though they may not understand them, but when you think about what it means for your child to be your sunshine, it kind of brings like those emotions. So when you feeling those emotions, your child is connected to you, and they're also being able to share those emotions with you. So let's read. You are my sunshine. You are my sunshine. The page stuck. My only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. As you can see, this child was kind of like, could be like how a mother is with their baby. So this is the book, You Are My Sunshine. Today's parent-child interaction is transporting your child. So for this activity, you're going to need your family journal. You're also going to need a car seat if possible, or a baby doll, and a baby doll. So for this activity, your parent behavior is designing and guiding. So when you're planning, you are planning when your new family member joins you. As you think about your child's needs, plan how you will bring your child home, and you are designing a safe and nurturing environment. So that's your parenting behavior for this activity. So it's time to start making plans for your baby to come home. When your baby is born, your baby will not be able to travel home with you unless they are in a properly installed car seat. Practicing installing the car seat. Sometimes you could take it to a fire station, or there's other agencies out there that can check your car seat for you to make sure that it's installed properly. So it's important for you to make sure that that base is installed, maybe if you have a possible, maybe a week or two before your due date, just to make, if you're able to have that space already available in the car, just to make sure that it's in properly and the harnesses are tightened and all the levels are at the 30 to 40 degree angle. So if you have a car, if you already have your car seat, or if you have a car seat, it's important to start practicing now to put your baby inside of the car seat. So when your baby is born, their body's going to be very fluid. So they're going to be able to move their body with ease. So your baby's very dependent on you, and their head is to a third of their body weight. So it's important for them to be safe while they're traveling in a car with you. So you should practice putting the baby's arms inside of the straps and buckling the harness and making sure that it meets up to the baby's chest and buckling that center strap of the car seat. So it's just very important that you practice, especially if you're a first-time mom and this is something new to you. I can remember when I brought my first daughter home from the hospital, it was a very new experience for me. I was nervous because just actually holding her and how she just moved her body so fluid with supporting on my arms, and then having to scoop her into the car seat, making sure I put her head, lays her head down soft, gently, and then putting those straps around her arms. It was very important that I practiced doing that. So what's in it for you when you're practicing? Making sure that you are ready and prepared for when your baby come home, because your baby is totally dependent on you. Your baby is growing, taking in nutrients, and building fat. Your baby is moving and stretching and sleeping. He's getting ready to do all these new things after he's born. So here's a tip for you. When you're, what will be the most comfortable way for you to carry your baby when you're walking? Many mothers find that a sling helps their baby transition into the world. He is close to them, and the baby feels your warmth and your heartbeat. So these are just some things you can think about before the baby is born. So our next parent-child interaction is entitled Prenatal Play, Placing Walls, Hands. The parenting behavior for this activity is communicating. When you feel your baby's movement and you place your hands on your belly, you are sending a message to your baby that you care. This is the beginning of attachment. So even though you're not actually physically touching the baby, when you're moving your hands across your belly, rubbing your belly, you're building that attachment with your child, because they're able to feel you even as you are feeling them move in your belly. So for this activity, you're going to need some natural oil. It could be either baby oil or baby lotion. Here I just have some body oil that I use on my skin. It's some watermelon and aloe vera body oil. So your baby is a moving little person. You feel her when she's grown, and she's grown enough to bump into your uterine wall. She's bending, stretching, kicking, and doing somersaults even. So for this activity, you will place a small amount of oil on your hands and warm it up. Then you'll gently rub your belly in circular strokes. So you'll get the oil, put it on your hand, rub it together so it can be warm, so when you touch your skin, it's not too cold. Then you're going to take it onto your belly, and you're going to rub your belly. And just notice what's going on inside your stomach. Do you feel the baby kicking, bumping, moving? Just sit there and massage your belly with the oil. So did you know that massaging your belly during pregnancy may help you relax? It can induce better sleep, and it may also help you improve your blood circulation in the abdominal region. So it's very good. I notice like a lot of pregnant women, it's like comfort when they rub their belly. It's something soothing about being able to have that connection with your child. So if it's comfortable for you, maybe you can encourage a family member to touch your belly when you feel the baby move or kick in a certain spot. You can have that family member touch the baby to see what type of reaction that they're going to have. So especially like if it's an older sibling, maybe you can be like, come here, the baby's kicking, come feel your baby, she wants to say hello. And that might be a good way for the sibling to be able to start building that attachment with this new bundle of joy that's going to come into their life. So your baby can feel you too when you're rubbing your belly. If you What do you notice as you rub your belly? Did your baby stop moving? When you massage your baby, maybe you can say, "Hello, baby. Are you exercising? I can feel you too." So it's natural to feel stress during pregnancy. Notice how your body responds to stress. If you feel tense, ask a family member to give you and the baby a massage. So maybe they can give you like a massage on your shoulders or something, because that does help relieve some of the tension. So just a safe and healthy tip, remember to keep toxin, chemicals, and heavy metals out of your environment. Toxins such as pesticides, cigarette smoke, and mercury can interfere with your baby's development and your baby's body and brain development. So you just want to be aware of those certain toxins. So that's pesticides, cigarette smoke, and mercury. Thank you. The parent-centered development for today is breastfeeding and working moms. You can continue nursing your baby when you go back to work, school, or other busy daily routines. Breastfeeding will help you keep your baby a close bond, so you can enjoy your baby even when you start being apart. So for some tips for you when you are at work, find out what as much as you can about breastfeeding from your employer before you your baby is born. The longer you can stay at home is the better. There might be a possibility for you maybe to get some extra maternity leave according to the Family Medical Leave Act. So just make sure that you talk to your employer to see what is the best, what kind of options they have for you as an employee. Also, tell your employee you tend to breastfeed and explain to them you might need a space in order to express your milk. So you might have a space somewhere set aside for you to be able to go in and have that private time so that you can express the milk when you feel that sensation. Also, it's important to set up a pumping schedule so that you can move your breaks around the times that you need to pump, so that they won't feel like you're taking advantage maybe of that time. Also, if your child is going to childcare, some tips about breastfeeding is try to arrange with the childcare that's near your workplace. So if you're able to maybe take that time on your lunch break to go and feed your baby, that might be a possibility. Or maybe you can do a trial run to see if you leave your baby with the childcare provider for several hours before they actually start working or school, and just ask to see how the baby's going to do with that separation. Also, if you're at home, breastfeed as much as possible when your child is with you as a baby. It's a great way for you to keep a close bond with your baby, and also it helps you maintain your milk supply too. Some working mothers choose to sleep with their babies for a more frequent breastfeeding schedule at night, but just be aware of co-sleeping. It's really not recommended because sometimes our body can go into a deeper sleep, and we want to make sure that we keep our children safe. So we really don't recommend that you co-sleep with your baby. Today's family well-being is entitled Reflections of a Healthy Relationship. Describing the characteristics, traits of someone that you admire can help you identify your own values. You may see how these values relate to your relationships and also to your parenting skills. So on this paper, it's asking you to reflect on a person that you admire. Think about who that person is and write down some of a description about what you admire about this person. Then you're going to think about how this person affects your life. So what about this person affects you directly in your life? So some of the character traits you might think about is someone who's honest, or someone who's fair, someone who's loving. So these are some of the character traits that you might want to reflect on as far as when you're thinking about this person. And then on the other side, you're going to take the time to think about the different relationships you have in your life. So you're going to think about what traits you are looking for in a mate, or what traits you're looking for in a friend. Then you can ask yourself, what is it that attracted you to your child's mother or your child's father? These are just some reflections when you think about some of the important relationships that you have in your life. And then you can reflect on what unique traits that you might bring to a relationship. So this is kind of reflecting on yourself and what you contribute to your relationship. Okay? So a healthy relationship, when you're reflecting on a healthy relationship, is one that is built primarily on positive feelings like love, trust, and friendship. Both people want the best for each other, and they support one another. Communication is vital in ensuring that a healthy relationship with a friend or family member. So you want to make sure that the relationships that you have in your life are appropriate, and they are bringing some kind of joy or support in your life. I want to thank you for spending this time with me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making this with you and bringing up all these different prenatal topics that can help you prepare for your new bundle of joy that's coming into your life. I also want to give you a reminder about the upcoming events. We do have our parent meeting that'll be on December 11th from 9 to 11. We hope it'll be via Zoom. You should have gotten the information within your packet about the link or the password in order for you to go into the Zoom meeting. There will be door prizes giving at the meeting. So we really hope to see you there. I look forward to working with you during the rest of the trimesters of your pregnancy.